Support for the Klyph Notes podcast comes from Acapella Apparel, an idea born from a love of hip-hop, funk, and soul music and its surrounding cultures. With fashion being a huge visual part of the cultures, they've created expressive images to pay homage, invoke nostalgia, and showcase the elements that make up the lifestyle and cultures of these genres. Acapella, apparel for the music lifestyle. For more information, check out acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. This episode of the Klyph Notes podcast may contain explicit language. Listener discretion is advised. Yes, y'all. We back at it again, man. This is another episode of the Klyph Notes podcast. Doing what we do every once in a while. It ain't even scheduled no more, man. So you just got to stay connected so that you can know when it's coming back at you again. So let me give some shout outs real quick, man. First up, let me say big ups to X-Ray FM for their constant support of the Klyph Notes podcast, for hosting, for the time that they have, and just for continuing to support the Portland hip hop scene. Remember, the Klyph Notes podcast is available everywhere that you listen to podcasts, whether that be Apple Podcasts, Stitcher. We're on Spotify. We even, if you rock with Alexa, man, we're on Alexa. Just go to your Alexa and say, Alexa, enable the Klyph Notes podcast, and every time we release a new one, man, it'll be updated, so you can check out new episodes, man. There's a bunch of them up there, a bunch of really good conversations that we've had. So be sure to check those out, man. And then remember to also go check out people who really support us in a real positive way. My people over at Acapella Apparel. They're local, man. They're a local Portland apparel company. But hit them up. And when you do, man, make sure that you tell them that you heard about them on the Klyph Notes podcast. That does a whole lot for what we're trying to do here. You can also follow them on social media. And when you do, make sure you, tell them you heard about them on the Klyph Notes podcast. And then subscribe and then rate and comment on the podcast. That, too, goes a long way in supporting. It's a great way that you can support what we're trying to do right here on Klyph Notes. This is a really, really special episode, man. We have some big announcements to make. A lot of stuff is about to happen. And so I want to give you folks the heads up of what's coming, what you need to, what you have an opportunity to get ready for. But I am not alone on this one. I got my guy. It took us a long time to do the first one. And when he came, he didn't come solo. That was a really, really special episode. You can go back and listen to it. But I got him back here live on Klyph Notes. My man, Small Hands, Big Slaps, Trox, what it do?
What up, though? How you living, man?
Man, I'm good, brother. How are you?
I can't complain, man. I'm hanging in there, man. I'm as good as it can get, man.
That's what's up. Yo, you've been busy, bro. You've been traveling, yo. What's up,
Yeah,
man? East Coast doing stuff?
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm making more East Coast trips right now than I've ever had in my life. I was in New York a couple weeks ago. Shout out to my people at Beat Society. Shout out to Serato. Shout out to SiriusXM, Shade 45, Rappers Out of Control, DJ Riz, all those guys. Like, they all showed love, man.
That's what's up, bro. It's funny because I know that I had an opportunity to get a little behind the scenes of what was coming, and I was really, really psyched, bro. But like you shared it with me, but you couldn't share it with the masses for a minute, so you had to keep it on the low.
Yeah, man. I knew I could trust you, man.
Of course. Yo, so you already ran down some of the names of the folks that you had an opportunity to build with, man. So cool and that's you've been doing this for a minute in terms of continuing to build your brand, working with people who are doing some really great things in the industry, and
Yeah.
And it have really sort of carved your place in the industry right now. But on this trip, man, could you say was there a highlight for you on this particular trip?
I would say the highlight of the trip, granted, it was just highs across the board, but the highlight of the trip, I would say, probably playing my remix of Flavor in Your Ear at Beat Society.
Word.
Because cats eyes lit up when they heard that shit. Like as soon as the beat dropped, like they were like, "Oh, whoa, what's this?" I'm like, that made me feel pretty good about myself. You know, I was on stage with some legends. I was, Lord Finesse, Rock Wilder, my man Sean J. Period, Tall Black Guy, Illmind played something, Quelle Chris played something, my man Slop Funk Dust was in the building, my man DJ Soko. It was a big night.
That's what's up, bro. Well, look, I've not heard this remix yet, so you might have to slide that one over this way, my dude.
I might have to slide it to you, man. I think this needs to see the light of day, man.
Come on, bro. I got you on. I got you on. Welcome to the neighborhood, bro. You know.
My man.
Well, man, I'm just so happy for you, and just continue to see you continue making the moves that you've been making, man, and just excited for what's next. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I appreciate that, man.
The other thing that I want to take some time to touch on, man. Today is the 19th of today's May the 19th, and we're a day away from or day after the community coming together to say farewell to our friend and our partner. Star Child was laid to rest yesterday. And we had an opportunity to be there at the service to share with his family, and it was just so beautiful to see the community come out in droves, man, and to hear people just share their thoughts, love for someone who was such a big part of the community, had done so much for the community, but he fought a good fight, and the Lord decided to lay him to rest, and he's at peace at this moment. But it was just a beautiful thing, man, to see the community come together yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when you and I we went to the hospital bed. We went to see him at the hospital, and it was so hard for me to see him in that bed because both you and I know Star was a very strong individual. He never showed weakness, and he's not afraid to snap on anybody either. But he was also a very giving person. He gave so much. Millions of people could not have done what he did.
Yeah.
And he was a man of faith.
Yeah. Yes.
Most importantly.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And to see him in that bed was really hard for me. But after that service, it made me feel happy for him because I know that he is in a much better place than we are at right now.
No doubt, man. And that was a beautiful thing. To once again to see his the results of all the people that he touched, and to know that his faith really was there with him all the way to the end. Got my man Trox Diesel here on the Klyph Notes podcast. We have another guest on the podcast with us today, and I want to bring him in because this is someone who was very involved in really letting folk know, and being a real support system for Star and his family. He's been a friend of mine and Trox for many years. He is a pillar in the community, and was very instrumental, continues to be instrumental in showing support for Star and his family. And there are some things that will be coming down the pike, but I want to bring him in right now and give him an opportunity to speak. My man, DJ O.G. What's good with you?
What's going on, my brothers?
Oh, man, we just in here reminisce, what I'm saying?
We maintaining over here.
Yeah. Hey, man, let me say something real quick. My brother Trox, man, I am so proud of this dude, man.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
On some serious level, man, like watching your growth, man, has just been amazing, man. And I've been around for a bit, and I've seen what happens with cats that get a little bit of light and they kind of get beside themselves,
Mm,
or
Mm-hmm.
they get complacent.
mm,
And I have an extreme amount of respect for Trox, man, because he is total opposite. Like, you see this dude, he's rocking, like, with cats that on some levels, but
Man,
you see him in person, he's the same dude. Like, he's the same dude. He gonna show you love, and I can respect that, man. I respect that, and again, just his grind, man, and just his grind, man. I just wanted to let you know personally, man. I'm really proud of you, man, and keep doing what you're doing, man. May God's hand, and His blessings be on you and everything you do, man. Continue to stay on that grind, man.
man, it means a lot coming from you, OG. Like, for real. Like, I've looked up to you for well over a decade or two now, and like this, hearing that coming from you, it means the world. Thank you.
Man, you're very welcome, man. It's really an honor, man, to just be able to have and build a relationship with you, man, and just like I said, just being able to witness, man, what you're doing, man. I just hope other people can see it, and particularly our young people are coming up, man, and they just kind of follow suit, man.
Yeah, man, I'm just here to inspire, man. That's all I'm here to do, man.
that's what's
Awesome.
up, man. That's so dope, man. And I think that it's important to to show people love as they're here, as they have an opportunity to hear it and appreciate it, man. I think oftentimes we get, sometimes we get a little bit too cool. You know what I'm saying? We can't celebrate the success of our peers or of the people who are in our circle, man. I think that's important and valuable to, like I said, man, definitely show people love, when we can. So,
Very
yeah,
true.
man, absolutely, absolutely. Um, so, man, I mean, like I said, a couple of announcements to make, man. Kind of looking back, I had the honor and privilege to connect with some folk from McMenamins and people in the Portland. Well, actually, people in the Northwest know of McMenamins. They're um, a large group here in the area that has, created some pretty cool venues, and um, I gotta give some specific love to Jennifer and Lori from
Definitely, man.
McMenamins,
Definitely.
who,
Absolutely.
man, they just saw a need and reached out to me and said, "Hey, we want to, what can we do? What can we do to help to support the local hip hop community?" So, big ups to them, big ups to Lori, big ups to Jennifer, who continue to support. You know what I'm saying? Continue to support the scene, but had an opportunity to meet with them, and I said, well, I know some people, so let me reach out to some people and see what we can do. So I reached out to my man OG1, reached out to Star Child, shout out to some other folk and we were able to come together and sit down and work some things out. And soon after that, Star Child hit me, said, "Man, I have this idea. I want to do a monthly series, man. I want to do the situation. I want to bring Trox in to handle the duties on a regular basis." And he was gracious enough to invite me in to be a part of the crew. And Mike Check was born, man. And we're coming up on 2 years. June, we are celebrating the 2 year anniversary of Mike Check, man. And Star Child was the man behind that. He had the vision. It was so crazy. Like I said, I remember when he called me Trox. You remember when he reached out to you about it?
I do. I was just chilling in my studio one day,
Mm-hmm.
and then he's like, he texts me like, "Yo, you got a minute?" I'm like, "Absolutely." I don't say no to that to start. And so, we talked. He's like, "How would you like to be a part of a monthly called Mic Check?" And my eyes lit up. At that time, I wasn't DJing regularly at
Yeah.
that point, and I was very surprised that he reached out to me because I wasn't. So I'm like, man, I'm going to take. Yes, I would love to. and
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very thankful for Star taking a chance on me to handle the duties, because I know he could have reached out to any DJ he wanted here.
Yeah,
He really could have, but
yeah.
he decided to go with me, and for that I'm forever grateful for that.
No doubt. Well, it's been so dope, man. Just to be able to be there with you. The time that we have to just to do this, to create this platform. My thing has always been, I want to try to create platforms, use whatever platforms I have for the local community. So I was, you know, just had the opportunity to use the connects I've made through the work through the neighborhood radio show, and make suggestions of folk to have on the set. I mean, and we've had so many great performers, man, throughout the time that we've been doing it. Libretto, versatile, Jumbo came through and did a joint. We've had Ep, we've had, I mean, so many people, so many people. It's been a really, really good ride, man. It's crazy that the the last one that we did, man, uh, the April event, the night of the April event of Mic Check, man. That's the day earlier that day that Star Child passed. So crazy.
That was real hard to do,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
real hard.
It
But it
had
was
to be
very
done, though.
therapeutic.
It had to
Yeah,
be
Had
done.
to.
yeah, yeah. It
Show
was.
must
It
go
was.
on.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of the show, going on, when Star passed, I kind of felt like, well, then that's it. Mic Check's done. Felt like Mic Check wouldn't be the same without Star, and I hit up folk at McMenamin's, and I was like, um, I think we're gonna call it a wrap, man. Felt like a star had literally gone out, and Trox. I spoke with you a little bit about that. My thoughts on it, and
Yeah.
um, in my mind, I was thinking, when JMJ passed, and that's what Run said. Run said, "Ain't no more Run DMC without JMJ." You know. And then I was talking to my guy O.G, and O.G said, "Yo, hold up, wait a minute." O said, "We got to keep the legacy alive, man."
Yeah, man. I mean, you think about the reason why Star started Mic Check,
Yeah,
the purpose of it. And I'm really big on foundations and purposes. And his purpose was to be able to showcase and give a platform for people to come rock and get exposure and all those things.
yeah,
And knowing this dude, he would have been pissed if we would have stopped Mike Check, because he would have been like, "Man, this is bigger than me."
yeah,
His
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
words would have been, it was the same thing when we were on jamming, and when he had initially went on the underground show, and there was some conflict between him and another brother, and it was offered to him, hey, you want to take this show? And he was really hesitant. He was like, I don't want to be coming in taking nobody's show. And he specifically said that, Cool Nuts and another party was the convincing party, saying, hey, man, this is bigger than you. This ain't about you. This ain't about that person. This is about the city of Portland. So you better take that position. And, there was the underground show.
yeah,
And I feel the same way about Mic Check. This is bigger than Star. Star lit the fire. He laid the foundation. Now it's like, yeah, let's go.
yeah, yeah.
Indeed.
So yeah, and so like you said, Trox, man, the show must go on, and so it will. So, like I said, a couple of announcements that we gonna make. So, the first thing that I want to do is say this, as we look at what we've been able to build thus far with Mic Check, and having an opportunity to move forward, and Star and I had a lot of conversations about his vision for Mic Check, things that he wanted to see, and he wanted to see it grow, and he wanted to see it expand. Um, and that's one of the things that I think. Well, let's figure out how can we do that? How can we expand it? How can we make it grow? Um, and Mic Check has always been three heads. It's always been Trox, Star, and myself.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a conversation with Trox and thought, I want to have it continue to be three heads. I want to have it continue to be, three individuals who come together, bounce ideas off of one another as we strive to grow this thing. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it as three. And so making the official announcement right here that the as we continue the Mic Check team, we're gonna add a third individual. Mr. DJ O.G. is
Hey,
now a part of the Mic Check team. You know what I mean?
Get in the crowd now. Nah,
hey,
I appreciate it.
it's
I
only
really
right,
appreciate
man.
it.
It's only
I
right.
really appreciate it, man. Nah, I'm really, really am honored, and again, this is bigger than all three of us. It's big. It's
Yeah,
it's it's big, man. And so you know, not only in keeping the legacy of my brother going. But again, understanding the vision that he had for it, and I'd hate for that, especially the momentum that Mike Check has had. I'd hate for that to, go away, and then, a lot of MCs that need that opportunity, they miss out, or the opportunities become slimmer.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. And people may wonder, well, what's that going to look like having OG be a part of this? The one thing I'll say is anybody who had an opportunity to attend the latest Team Backpack event in Portland, and OG and Trox were on stage together doing their thing. Yo, Trox,
We
Trox,
got some
bruh, come
chemistry.
on, man.
We got some chemistry. It just bonded
Hey
instantly.
man, it's nothing planned. But then again, that it was the same thing with me and Star, man, and Jug. I think of us when we rock parties. We never really had anything planned. We just fed off each other, man. And people went, man, y'all. So it was just like, how did y'all do that? And did y'all do it? It was like, nah, man. We just our chemistry together, man. It was so real, and not just on the stage, but it was so real off the stage that by the time we got on the stage, it was just manifest. And I think the same thing with Trox, man, and kind of like what I mentioned earlier, man. He's such a cool and good dude, man, that it's easy to rock. It's like, okay, hey, Crocs, man, throw that beat on. I got something. And it
Yeah,
was
I feel
unplanned. It was unplanned, and we were just going in. It
live
was fun.
remixes.
Yes, it was
Oh
fun.
man, it's
Yeah, it was
always
so
fun
fun.
doing that with you, man. Like
Yeah,
it's like, man, it's fun, man.
yeah,
I just don't know
yeah,
how else to describe it. Like
yeah,
we just feed off of each other.
yeah,
And
yeah. I
like
love it.
I'll tell him, okay, I'm playing this. It's this BPM, and then he finds an acapella. I play the beat. I juggle with it a little bit, and then he scratches an acapella, and we blend. We live blending it for the people.
Yeah, yeah,
Well, the
yeah.
crazy thing, man, is that at the last Mic Check, y'all got into that a little bit, and then at the Team Backpack y'all event, y'all got into it, doing that routine, and a number of people at both events, people came up to me and was like, "Yo, like I thought that was a new remix that I just hadn't heard yet." Like people didn't even
Right.
realize that you guys were doing that live,
It
which
was
is so dope.
organic, man. It's organic, man.
Yeah,
It's organic. I love it.
So definitely looking forward to that element continuing. Um, Moving forward with future episodes or future events at Mic Check. Some of the other changes that we're excited to bring to Mic Check. So for a while, we have been doing an open mic segment at Mic Check, and that was something that Star and I talked about, I'm always like, yo, let's try to let's give this person an opportunity, let's give that person an opportunity, and I love Star's mind. He thought, okay, let's give him an opportunity, but people need to a certain degree, people need to earn their way on. We can't just be giving everybody the stage.
Right.
And so he came up with the idea. Well, let's do an open mic situation. And so we've been doing an open mic, and it's been cool because we've seen people who came on to do the open mic, who then got on the official mic check bill, which is really really dope, man. And we want to continue to do that, give people those opportunities.
Yeah.
One of the things that we're going to do moving forward with Mic Check is we're going to expand it a bit. So Mic Check, we've been going from 10 to midnight. We've been going for a couple of hours, and starting with our 2-year anniversary show in June, the end of June, we're actually going to extend that. So doors are now going to be opening at 8, and the show will start at 9. So we're adding a third hour to Mic Check. So just a greater opportunity for people to come through June the 28th and network, see some good entertainment. So that's going down. But then in that extra time, it gives us an opportunity to expand even further. It's so dope, Trox, to be able to do this with you. And we talked a little bit about what you were doing in New York, man. And you even said it. I mean, coming through as a DJ, it's not something that you did a whole lot. A lot of people know you as a producer.
Yeah, I'm primarily a producer. Like, people know me as a producer. They know me for my work with like 50, Snoop, Royce 5'9", Ty Ferris, names like that. Like, they don't know me as a DJ.
Right, right. Well, and we wanna build on that, man. OG and I had talked about all the great producers who were in the city, in the region, and who he's connected with. And one of the things that we're going to be adding to Mic Check now is we're actually going to be adding a producer showcase segment. And on June the 28th, we're going to kick that off with my man Trox Diesel doing a beat set. So we're gonna get to hear that. We're gonna get to hear that remix. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
that Biggie Craig Mac remix that Trox remixed again.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing that. I got some exclusives I want to play too.
That's what's up, man.
Nice.
So we're gonna be adding that to the Mic Check event, man. There's gonna be and like once again, so many DJs and producers in the area. We want to utilize this platform to give them a chance to come through and do what they do. And like I said, you definitely have. This is something that you've been thinking about doing for a minute.
Yeah,
and I know that you have some people lined up, ready to rock.
Yeah, actually, on Instagram, there's a PDX producers group that was started by my man C Goods, and it was
where is that?
It's on Instagram. I'll send you a thing on it.
Good
And yeah, but he and I had talked about where's the platform where you have some stuff going on. I know I went to one event one time where it was focused on beats. I think that Trox, you was at, I think, one that I was at.
Yeah, that's the beat happening.
Yeah,
shout out to my folks.
Yeah,
Love Jones and them who do the beat happening.
I remember I think that was the first time I heard Trox's beats, and I was like, this dude is killing it right now.
I think that was Neck Brace way back in the day when
yeah.
Oh, word.
Yeah,
okay.
so I went to that, and then but me and C Goods was talking. I was like, man, there needs to be a platform that starts networking guys that are producing with cats that are rapping, or artists that are singing and things like that. And that's how I was telling him, I said, you know what, I think Mic Check or something like that would be dope, where you got MCs there, you got cats that are making tracks. What if he had a format where you got people that are doing tracks, artists are able to connect right then, you know what I mean, and be able to like, oh, this person, I didn't know this person make beats. Oh, let's build, or whatever, and so just kind of again building that community. And I think Mic Check is a perfect platform to start building that, man. Yeah.
No doubt, and what we one of the cool things about this once again is we're gonna have an opportunity to just hear some dope beats. You know, a cool opportunity for some of the local b boys and b girls to come out and do their thing to some dope beats with some of the dope producers. A third thing, or another segment that we're adding, I guess, another thing that we're adding to the future of Mic Check is we're actually gonna we're gonna have a cipher. And so people may say, well, what's the difference between the cipher and the open mic? Well, the open mic, we invite artists to come through with a complete song, come through. You know, you get an opportunity to do a complete song over your own track. What we're gonna do with the cipher is, as the producers do their beat set at the end of the beat set, we're gonna let the producers go in, and it's gonna be MCs can come up, and it's you just come up and spit a 16, but everything that you do, you got to earn your way. So we gonna give you a 16, but if you ain't nice, Trox might just hit you with
That price is right. The price is wrong.
So like I said, man, we want to utilize the platform to give folk an opportunity to do their thing, but you got to earn it, man. So we're gonna be adding the Mic Check Cipher this year. So we're really, really going into the second year, or going into the next year. So we're really excited about that. And then the next announcement that we have is, we really want to continue to grow Mic Check. It's been a great 2 years so far, but we want to grow it even more. And in the process of growing it, we want to give ourselves time to connect with you, with artists. A lot of people reach out, they want to be involved, and we want to continue to grow that community. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to be changing Mic Check from a monthly event to a quarterly event. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep it the last Thursday now of every quarter. So we're going to do our next one is going to be in June, on June the 28th. We're going to be announcing the lineup here in just a quick minute, so you definitely want to stay tuned for that. And then we're gonna take a couple months to build into the next one, and then the next quarter we'll be doing. So that'll be the last Thursday of the third quarter. We'll be doing the next Mic Check. So a lot of changes, man, but really, really excited for the future of Mic Check. And I'm grateful and blessed to be able to do it with these two individuals, to continue to do with my man Trox, and to welcome OG1 to the Mic Check team, and then just to continue the tradition and celebrate the legacy of our friend Star Child.
Yes, sir.
Indeed.
So stay tuned to the Mic Check social medias, Mic Check on Twitter, and of course the Mic Check website for more news. We still have the Mic Check T-shirts that'll be available, and the funds that we raise with the sale of that first run of Mic Check T-shirts, those funds are going to go to Star Child's family. There obviously are a lot of expenses associated with his hospital bills and his services, and we want to continue to support his family. And it's a way that you can support. We'll have those T-shirts available at the venue at every upcoming Mic Check, and they will once again be available on the website. So be on the lookout for that. But man, yeah, I just wanted to take this opportunity to bring these cats in, make these announcements. We're really, really excited about the future of Mic Check and where we're going to go. Looking forward to continuing to build with community members. Once again, thank you so much to McMenamins. Thank you so much to X-Ray FM for their constant support from the very beginning. And yeah, man, shout out to Dan Yanker, who's been holding down logo and flyer for us from the very, very beginning. Shout out to Miss Lopez from Miss Lopez Media, Renee, who was our first photographer, some of the other photographers, Theory Hazard, who's come through and taken shots. Everybody who's been a part of this journey, we are so grateful to you and look forward to continuing to build with y'all moving forward. Trox, OG, any words for the people?
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure everybody marks their calendar for August 26th. Hip Hop Day will be continuing. Right. August 26th is Star Child's birthday. So this year we're going to celebrate his memory at Hip Hop Day. The theme for Hip Hop Day this year is Legends, the
Mm.
future of now and then. We're going to be honoring and celebrating guys, whether it's MCs, DJs, producers that have been pillars in our hip hop community, our music community. The whole idea is let's celebrate and honor people while they're alive and not just wait till something happens to them before we recognize and show our respect.
No doubt, no doubt. And I mean, once again, I mean, you're taking on, really stepping in and taking on something that was truly near and dear to Star Child's heart. Another opportunity to continue celebrating things that I mean, a big deal, man, big deal in the city, and
Yeah.
things that you were. I mean, I say Star, but you were definitely a part of that team that started meeting with the city and starting this conversation and just continuing that, man, to celebrate the community. Big ups to you, man, for taking that on.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, like I said, it's something that he and I started years ago. It took us a couple of years sitting down with the city and talking about issues surrounding, our community and in the entertainment world, the hip hop community. And we, went to battle between the mayor's office, OLCC, fire marshals, all this stuff that people didn't really know he and I were doing behind the scenes. And, as a result, we got the proclamation happening, and I really don't think people really understand the magnitude of that. Like, this is not like, and I think part of it is that we have so many freaking, we got the twist my finger day today. Oh, I stub my toe day today. Oh, let's pick up your kids from school day today. I think we got so many of those things that is kind of watered down when something as significant as Portland Hip Hop Day. Now think about all the stuff that's been going on, from, the city is trying to kick hip hop out of Portland and all this stuff. And then turn around, we have a hip hop day.
Yeah.
What does that say? And so, like I told the mayor's office, the people at the mayor's office, we need to make this as celebrated and as big as the Starlight Parade.
Come on.
That's my goal. That's my goal. We got to make it as big as that, where not just the hip hop community recognizes this day, but the city and the state of Oregon, this region, the whole Pacific Northwest recognizes this day as a day that we give back to hip hop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Amen.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Because hip hop is a part of the history of Portland.
Yeah.
Plain and simple.
August 26th.
It goes down. Definitely stay tuned for more information. I know that the lineup is still being finalized. There's some details that are being finalized. Let me just say this, y'all. I can't say too much. I'm just telling. Look,
almost slipped out of your mouth.
Right?
To go down. It's about to go down. It's gonna be like something you never have seen before.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just y'all.
I'm gonna give the hint out. Here's the only hint you'll get until that day. It's gonna be all love.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very broad hint right there.
It's gonna be all love, man.
Trox, anything you want to share with the folk right quick, B?
What's good, world? This is Trox. I have an instrumental project out. It's called Black Gloves.
That's right. That's right.
Distributed through my label, Small Hands, Big Slaps. Soul Spasm. Shout out to Soul Spasm for helping me put this out. Shout out to my man DJ Soko, who set that in motion for me. It was really like, a compilation of records that I thought fit together, and they had a certain theme within each other. And I just called it Black Gloves, leave no fingerprints. Leave no witnesses, leave no fingerprints. You feel me? I just felt like I had to put something out. Like it's been a while since I put something out myself.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, man. I mean, that joint came out of nowhere, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It was like a 2-week process.
So
That's what we
check
do. That's
right.
what we do.
check that joint out. Check my man Trox Diesel releasing tasty treats for your ear hole, man.
That's what I'm here to do.
So next up is the 2-year anniversary of Mic Check. Really looking forward to seeing you folk out there. And then in August, it's going to be the next celebration of Portland Hip Hop Day. Yo, OG, let folk know where you at on social media.
On Instagram and Twitter is DJ O.G. ONE. Other than that, for events, DJOG1.com.
That's what's up. And Trox, where you at, B?
Everywhere at I am Trox. IAMTROX. If you want to cop the album off Bandcamp, blackgloves.bandcamp.com. Facebook TROX Trox.
There it is. All right, man. So shout out to the new official Mic Check team.
Yes, sir.
Trox Diesel, DJ OG1, your guy DJ Klyph. Thank you guys once again for checking out the Klyph Notes podcast. Remember, subscribe, rate, and comment. It goes a long way in doing what we're trying to do. Spread the word, share love. Big ups to X-Ray FM for their support. Big ups to our folk over at Acapella Apparel. Check them out at acapella.com. That's AKEPELE.com. Let them know that DJ Klyph sent you and that you heard about them on the Klyph Notes podcast. Also follow them on social media. You can hit me up all over social media at DJ Klyph. That's at DJ KLYPH. Or check out the website www.djklyph.com. All right, y'all. Until we get an opportunity to do this again, y'all be blessed. Peace.
Yeah.